I know you're anxious to do your first GLP-1 injection. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I was nervous the first time I had to inject myself with my Tirzepatide. But I am here to help you. And today I'm going to walk you through exactly step by step how you do your GLP-1 injection so that you can feel comfortable and confident in doing it. And it will be no time before you understand that this is really quick and easy. And frankly, it's pretty painless too. A lot of times you don't even feel it. And if you're new here, my name is Carrie, and I am a 54-year-old nurse practitioner who's lost over 50 pounds on compounded Tirzepatide. And I've lost over 110 pounds from my highest weight, and this is NP on a GLP. Just a quick disclaimer. This channel is for educational purposes only. Always consult your licensed healthcare provider for decisions about GLP-1s and for any of your healthcare decisions. So let's get into it. The first thing you need is that you need to know exactly how much you're going to inject. Make sure you know exactly how many units on your syringe that you need to draw up. And that information, it should be either on your medication bottle or on the packaging that came with your medication. So the first thing we're going to do is gather supplies, and you're going to need some alcohol wipes. You can use just one. I prefer to use two. You're going to need your syringe for injecting, and you're going to need your medication vial, right? When your medication arrives, it may come with a plastic cap on it, like this bottle has. This plastic cap, you just rip it off and throw it away. The cap does not go back on. Underneath the plastic cap, you will find that there is a rubber stopper, and that actually self-seals. It seals itself back up every time you puncture it with a needle. So you don't need another cap back on after that, on top of that, all right? So we've got our alcohol wipes, our syringe, and we've got our medication, okay? Step number 2 is we're gonna wash our hands either with soap and water or with hand sanitizer. I've got hand sanitizer today. I'm gonna use some hand sanitizer. Okay. Next, I'm gonna open up my alcohol swabs. It's 1 and 2. I open them up ahead of time so they're easy to get. Then I'm going to take one of the alcohol swabs and I'm going to clean the top of my vial really well. Okay, and then I'm going to set that down. I'm done with that alcohol swab. And then I'm going to take the end cap off of my syringe, if yours has one. And then I'm just going to make sure that the plunger moves freely and that the plunger is all the way up at the 0, all the way up. Then I'm going to remove the cap. Once I have the cap off, I am going to make sure that I do not touch anything to that needle except to draw the medication out. I need my glasses for this. I can't see what I'm doing. All right. So then I am going to inject my needle through the center of the rubber stopper into my vial. Like so, okay? And then I'm going to turn my vial upside down and I'm going to draw up my medication. And I want that top of that rubber stopper at the line that indicates the amount that I'm supposed to take. And if you get a bubble in it, you can just tap that bubble out. It's okay. You can also draw a little bit extra. Tap that bubble to the top of the syringe. It will go to the top of the syringe and then push back in the bubble and the extra little fluid into your vial until you get it to the correct line here. So I'm now going to pull this out. And I'm going to very carefully recap my needle, being very careful not to stab myself. And then I'm going to set that down. All right, next step is we're going to inject. So I am going to inject in my upper abdomen. The areas that you can inject in are around your abdomen, away from your belly button. So your abdomen, or your upper thigh area, or the backs of your arms. I find injecting my abdomen easiest, as well as upper thigh. Today I'm going to do my abdomen. And I like to rotate the sides. I do one quadrant, and then next week here, next week here, and next week here. And I just go around my belly like that. Anyway, today we're going to do upper abdomen right in here. So I'm going to take my other alcohol wipe. It is okay to use the same alcohol wipe that you used on the vial if you want to. And I'm just going to clean the area where I'm going to inject. Just like so. Okay. Then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to take the cap off. And I'm going to pinch up some skin. You don't have to pinch hard. All right. And then I am going to just insert the needle like so, and then inject over just a couple seconds. Pull the needle out, and we're all done. Then you do need to dispose of the needle, and there are a couple ways that you can dispose of your needle. You can use a sharps container. This is an actual sharps container. You can get these in a variety of places. You can also just take an empty laundry detergent bottle, label it with sharps in big letters on it so that everybody knows what it is, and you can drop it in there. Or you can do what I do and use a needle clip. This is a needle clip, and it actually just clips the needle off so that the syringe goes in the garbage and the actual sharp needle stays inside of this. This is very easy to use. It's very inexpensive. You slide back the clip, and the actual mechanism pops up like that. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's a hole in the end that you insert the needle into. And when you press down, it clips the needle off. And then this can just go in the garbage. And if you're interested, there's a link to the needle clip in the description below. And that's it. So my shot is all done this week. And just one more thing to add real quick. If after you inject, you do see a drop of blood come out, that is perfectly normal. It's not a problem. Also, if you see a drop of fluid come out of your skin after you inject, that's perfectly fine. You still got your full dose of medication. You do not need to worry about that. That's okay too. All right. So again, very simple, very easy. You hardly feel a thing. And I guarantee you, once you've done it once or twice, you won't have any problems. You'll feel very confident, and you'll be able to do this every week with no problems. All right. So thank you for joining me today on NP on a GLP, and I hope you found this information useful. If you did, go ahead and make sure and subscribe subscribe to the channel NP on a GLP for more content. I do a weekly weigh-in, and I show doing my shot on camera every single week. And I also do other GLP-1 lifestyle and information videos, so be sure and subscribe. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.